My video for November 23rd, 2018 is video number 2916, and the title is, What If Only Happy Dreams Could Come True? There's no doubt that I have many dreams I do not even remember. But there are others that seem to have many parts and extend over an hour or more during a sleep in which I seem at least partially conscious. That's what I experienced on this Thanksgiving morning before I even posted the video I recorded yesterday for this holiday. It seems I woke up a number of times, thought about it, fell back to sleep to continue the next part. In this happy dream, I was with a beautiful partner. Happy doesn't even begin to describe my feelings. We were both healthy and vibrant as if the clock had been rolled back decades. There were several scenes, like watching segments of a movie. In one, we were in a church, sitting to one side of the platform. Then we were seated near the front of the congregation. Then there was a discussion of some sort over whether or not it was a sin to get married when we both had ex-spouses still alive. To me, it felt like a blessing from God. We were both very happy to be together. If only dreams like this could come true. You know, folks, here's the irony of what I just read to you, which was actually written before the previous video was posted live. Because I woke up early and I thought, well, it's not time for the video to go up at 4 a.m. I may as well write the blurb because it was so fresh in my mind. So I wrote that down, but I didn't record it till now, which is about 7:30 p.m. in the evening. So, I wrote that, 14, 15 hours ago, something like that. Again, before 4 a.m. this morning, I wrote that blurb. And it's, as I said, 7:30 p.m. now. And when I went to post my video on Facebook, it went up okay on YouTube. When I went to post it on Facebook, it wouldn't let the picture of the video, the image, show up. It's like something on Facebook was blocking the image from appearing, which of course it's my belief that when there is no image, there is less viewership, which I think may be part of it because I named George Soros in that blurb on the previous video. So does he have the ability to actually cause a limitation with my Facebook account? I don't know the answer to that. It's pure conjecture. But it's ironic because that's not something that happens. I can't remember how long ago it's been that it happened. I think it's happened before, but very rarely. Most of the time, everything goes the way it's supposed to. But the dream was amazing. Ironically, the part that I didn't put in the blurb was I started out, we were sitting over to the side of the large platform or stage or whatever you want to call it. And there was a service underway. And this lady and I were watching from that thing. And then I don't remember exactly how, but she moved over into the front, the seating in front of the platform or stage. And I remained sitting there. And then there were all these little kids that seemed to gather around. And it was like a childlike thing. And the energy was very, not childish, but childlike. And there's a huge difference. Adults can act childlike as in a display of innocence. And childish is just things that kids do because they're just not mature. They're not the same thing. But in any case, when we finally were in a meeting afterwards, there was a debate on whether or not our marriage would be condoned by the church. And why we're back in a church at all is beyond me, because as those of you that listen to my videos probably realize, I don't go to church anymore. Churches, to me, are too narrow-minded. They've been taken over by an interpretation of the Bible that I don't adhere to. I don't believe that Israel is a nation that has any fulfillment of prophecy other than a generation of vipers and an offspring of Satan, as Jesus rightly predicted, which was left in the Bible. Ironically, when it was translated into English, it's in the King James Version, which is the one that I spent most of my time reading and memorizing when I was growing up. But here I was in the dream, back in church, and having to convince them that it was okay for this beautiful woman and I to become husband and wife. And there was some kind of a ministry attached to that. And there was some resistance in the church to us fulfilling that ministry, which I suppose is the same thing that I've been doing here, trying to tell people that, look, some of what you've been told is true, but some of it isn't true. Some of it falls way short of the so-called ideals that we've been taught all of our lives. And certainly the fact that Donald Trump and others are still aligned with the nation of Israel, along with most Christian fundamentalists, to me is a huge, huge problem. And I'm suspecting that that's part of the discussion that was in the dream, although I don't remember a lot of details about that portion, because it was right after that I woke up and came to the computer. So that's the rest of the story on this thing. And I ended up having a wonderful Thanksgiving with an old friend that I have had quite a few holiday meals with, and her daughter, who was just a little girl, as I think did I already say that? I think I did. Isn't that awful? And I met her new friend. Anyway, I had a wonderful Thanksgiving day, and it is Thanksgiving evening now. And I'm going to head and recording this video that again, as I said, I wrote the blurb some time ago. And there's some other subjects that are pressing that will be discussed in more detail in future videos, including the alleged RV, which, again, it was said that it was starting to happen today, but I've heard that lots of times in the past. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do for this video. So thank you again for listening, and namaste.